Hey everyone, and welcome to this Thursday, May 26th Trade House session with yours truly, Trade Day FX. So today and on every Thursday, what we do here at the FX is we show you the uh, the software here that we have, that is the Enigma AI system. And we're just going to review a few trades that were sent out here during the week. And if we have live setups, you'll be able to see exactly how the system works on live market. And if you have any questions regarding this system, we'll be here to answer your questions here for the next hour. Basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at, first of all, um, the setups here that we had here overall for the week. And we're going to start on that. So first of all, I'm going to go on our Discord chat that will give you access to the FX setup here. So to be able to have access to the Enigma system, you need to be on the discovery package. And by next week, you should see some uh, new pricing here that will be out regarding the system. And hopefully you're going to be able to join um, with us here to have a good base on for your trading. If you're an expert or an advanced or even a new person in Forex, we have all of the tools here available here for you to get started on that and to perfect your framework here overall. So here we're just going to go back here in the calendar just to make sure that we are on the 26th here today. So we're going to start on the trading ideas that were sent out starting on the 23rd. So we're just going to go back. 23rd. Perfect. So let's look at the EURJPY idea. So we're going to go on EURJPY. Perfect. And as you can see, you're going to see the layout of the Enigma system here with the days of the week. So as you can see, we have Monday and we have until today, right? So Monday started right here. Okay. So we're just going to do a replay. So that way you're going to see exactly how it's printed out on the chart with TradingView. So we always use TradingView to get to have the system working on your TradingView account. Once you have upgraded your free account. So let's start here. And as we always say is that the Enigma AI system is not a signal service, okay? It's only a tool that helps you decide if the market goes in the direction of the overall market, right? Based on your own fundamental analysis and even your technical analysis, okay? So if we go back on EURJPY, how do we look at what's going on in the market? First of all, I'll show you exactly the actual framework and the steps that I take to make a decision on if I'm taking the trade or not. Okay. So first, what I do is I go on our weekly COT update that gives you an analysis here. Okay. And I'll show you step by step what I'm doing. So every week, what I do is I send out the commitment of traders to our members based on the futures market, and I combine the future market to from, let's say, the euro market, the euro futures market, to the yen market, okay, and so on and so forth. And I see exactly if we have any correlations. Let's say if we have an actual bias that is sent out automatically. If not, what we do is that we're just going to look at, let's say, the euro. If the euro is moving a lot compared to the yen, okay, even though it's not giving an actual correlation, but as you could see, we have all of the pairs here, and you don't see EURJPY right now because it didn't have any actual bias. So we don't have a specific bias for buy or a sell. Okay. So even though I'm not giving you the actual bias overall, I'm just showing you that those pairs will be the pairs to be looking for the week to move a certain direction that we have an actual bias on. Okay. But on this example, the EURJPY is, I don't have the EURJPY as an actual bias for buy or sell, right? So what I do here is I look at the big movers for the week. And as we could see, we have the euro, we have the yen, you have the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar, okay? So, and based on my community traders analysis and the actual commercial contracts, so this is really the actual market for the week, what we're expecting. We're expecting a bigger move on the euro than the yen, okay? And by knowing that, I look at, okay, market structure, what we're doing. We have a movement going on the upside here since the 19th. Okay, there wasn't a lot of exhaustion here in the market. So let's start the replay and see what we're going to do here with the next signal. Okay. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. If you have any questions, make sure to drop in the chat. I'll be able to answer them. So let's continue. Perfect. Okay. So now we have a setup here for buy. Okay, so that's the exact information that we have here. And as you can see, you have the entry price, you have the stop loss, and the TP zones. Okay. And I'm just going to zoom in so everyone can see. So as you could see, this is the exact price that you see on this FX setup that is sent out, that is applied here on the trading view account, on a trade view indicator. So you have 135.531. That's your entry, your stop loss, and your TPs. Okay. So how do I'm just gonna, okay, it's all good. Perfect. So how do I decide if I take the trade on a market execution? Okay. Because you have the option to do a market execution or a pending order for buy. Okay. So basically what I do here is I look at the actual candle that sent out the alert, because you're going to receive the alert here at 11. So it was at 11, the alert. But the actual candle that sent out the alert, that created the alert, is the 10-hour candle. Okay, so that's the entry price right here, that blue line. And at 11, the market opened at this price. Okay, so I'm looking at the actual candle formation, and if we see a swing in the upside or in the downside here for the last couple of hours. Okay, so we could put like a line here, and in the imaginary line, you could see that the price was going up here since the 22nd at that swing low, and there was another swing here, and then it created another swing here. Okay, so that's a good indication that we're going up here overall. Okay, and secondly, if we see bigger wicks here, that's giving me another indication that the price may not go down that much for to hit the stop loss. So personally, what I do is I put a I take it as at market execution here. Okay, so you still had time within the hour to take your position, but usually within maybe takes maybe 5 minutes just to decide if I take the trade or not. Okay, so I enter the trade here, and let's see what happened here. So already take TP1. Now another thing is my stop loss. Even though the stop loss is right there, I always put my stop loss here at the beginning of the previous candle, the candle that created the setup. I put it at the previous candle open. Okay, so at the start of the price here. So the stop loss is really tight. Why? Because I want to make sure that if it hit my stop loss, I'm not gonna lose a lot. I'm not gonna lose a lot on my account, right? Because that's your decision. It's like I said, it's not a signal um, per se that you have to take the trade for. You have to look at your actual framework to see exactly where usually you put your stop loss, because that's the range of the stop loss, right? So you make sure that the stop loss, you minimize your losses and you maximize your gain. So I always put my stop loss at the previous open price, okay, of the previous candle. So my stop loss is at that price here, okay. So as you can see, it was let's see, 136.056, and you see that the stop loss is that was put there is 135.77. So that's what's 30, almost 30, almost 30 pips of difference. Okay, so that's a big difference. So let's continue here. So 1, 2, 3. So after 4 hours, so basically the first hour you would be already at TP1 within that first hour, and then 3 hours later you're almost at TP2. So let's continue. Perfect. So let's stop it right there. Okay. So my TP1 was hit. So when my TP1 is attained, I put my stop loss to break even. Okay. It could be manually, or you could use the trade manager that we offer with Elevated FX to so that way it's gonna manage your trade the way that you want. And by doing so is basically it's a free trade. Okay, so it's a risk-free trade, because you're adding you're putting your stop loss at break even, or maybe a little above break even if it's the price is right there. So that way you could still be in profit, and make sure to secure when you put it on break even or a little bit above break even, make sure that you cover the spread. That way you're not gonna lose on your trade. And as you could see, it went to TP1 and then almost TP2 and then went back down. Okay. So at the same time, I always take partial profit here. So basically, this trade would be a winner. Why? Because first, you put your stop loss at break even. That's one. Two, you take partial profit here at the first TP, or the next the next TP after that. Okay. So that's one. So that's a good setup here. Another one, you have a sell. Same thing. You have to look at where you're at the market. And let's see if when that sell was sent out. Yeah, so that was within the same day. So let's continue. We're showing you how it works here. Same thing, this one, TP, the same principle. If you take that setup, you put your stop loss here at the stop loss rate that was shown, or like I do is I put my stop loss right here. Okay, so I'm saving. If you look at that, once it was at 136.50, my actual stop loss, and the stop loss that was suggested what Enigma AI is 136.66. So you're saving 16 pips. Okay, so that's a lot, right? depending exactly on the framework. So you put your stop loss here, you enter the trade on that candle. TP1 was hit here. Always take profit. You have to pay yourself first, right? You take partial profit here. Put your stop loss at break even, a little bit above your break even to cover the spread, and then you let the rest ride. If it takes if it takes you out, it takes you out. Or if it continue in the direction that you want it, that's even better. Okay, but on this part here went to your break even price and went to the stop loss here if you put your stop loss right there. Okay, so no one will have in the forex market overall, no one will have 100%. You're not gonna win all of your trades here. You have to expect that you're gonna be losing trades. You could have a undefeated day. That happens when the market goes on your way, but not all the time you're gonna have that type of setups. Okay, same principle here. Just gonna repeat it again. That's the candle that created the setup. That's the candle that shoot out the setup. So that's your entry price. You have the stop loss here. I always put my stop loss here. Okay. Or you could put it the way that you want. That's your prerogative on that. You went to TP1. Put your stop loss at break even or a little bit above break even. Same principle. Take partial at TP1. Let the rest ride. Okay. And I'm just gonna speed it up here for the rest. Perfect. Okay, so that's where we're at here in the market. Okay, great. So let's look at another pair. We had the GCAD as a buy. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. So GCAD as a buy, and if we look at the 23rd, so we have GCAD as a buy right here, same principle. Entry price is here. We have to look at where you're at in the market. It was still considered as a bullish move. So so that went to TP1 here, and the TP1 was tied here. So depending exactly on the pair and what you see in the market, if the TP1 is really like that close, just be aware of that. But that went to TP1 multiple times here, and it would hit the stop loss, but still a good move. Here, after a big exhaustion like that, If you were live on Tuesday, you saw that the GBP pairs went down a lot in a couple of hours, and then it went back up. So after a big exhaustion like that, I would avoid taking a trade in the same direction. Why? Because we see that there was a big imbalance here in pricing, and as you can see, it went back up and filled out this imbalance here. Okay, so that was was basically a trap move that the GB pairs did overall. So let's see. Same principle here. So buy and entry here. Okay. So buy TP1. Now it's still gonna. It seems like it's still gonna continue going up. So that's good on that. So let's see. Okay, so let's look at other things. So CADCHF. So CADCHF was sell, yeah, this one. So that's the sell setup that was right here. Okay, same thing. You have the entry price right here. The entry price right here, but you entered the previous candle. So you could decide if you put a pending on that. And depending exactly on where you're at in the market, I'm pretty sure if you look at the swing here with a swing low going down, and that's really a reversal pattern. So I would enter it here at market execution, and it hit TP1. And if you see that there's like the TP, if you see the TP is really wide like that, you could go on previous lower time frame to see exactly where you would put your stop loss. If it would be at that price or maybe lower than that. For example, we're gonna go on the 30-minute at that time. Okay. So the 30-minute, you see you have here, that was the previous 30 minutes here. You have this candle. Okay. But since it's a big range right there, I will still look at maybe a lower time frame than that. And the Enigma system only works on the 30-minute or 60-minute, right? And you're gonna see this warning here. But for this example, I just want to make sure where's 25th, 23rd. There you go. So you're still gonna see the printout option. So now you have so if let's say on the 15 minutes, I still see that there's a big gap here on pricing. I will still consider this my stop loss, right? So sometimes you're gonna have like maybe a smaller stop loss. Let's go on the 5 minute just to put a gist of it. This is the 24th. Then you have the 25th. Here you go. So as you can see, 25th, that concerns you that this candle is the best one. I think, yeah, exactly. So this candle will be the biggest entry. So you just put your stop loss here at that price. If you see it on the lower time frame, that's better than that. That's better to take it that way. Okay. So okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna put it back here on 1 hour. Right. All right, perfect. So won't be long. I'm just gonna check my stuff because I'm on some trades here on my end. So even though I do trade manually here with my own framework, so so you don't need to wait for Enigma to send out some trades for you. If you see some good setups in the market based on our education, because we do offer education here at EFX. When you're able to learn patterns overall in the market, you're gonna be able to get some some additional knowledge here on how to look at the market overall and how to take trades here overall. So and for the Enigma system, you're able to use it on indices, even gold, silver. So even though we're not sending those type of setups here in our FX setup, you're able to set up your own alerts here based on the market that you're trading on. Okay, so just bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna make sure that my take profit is set up. And I'm on my phone right now, so okay. All right, perfect. Okay, great. So I just wanted to make sure that my trade I was able to put it in break even, so that way it's a free setup, and I'll show you exactly what I'm trading on. Um, so I trade. Let's see. Oh, so I trade the German 40. Let's remember the DE. I usually trade it on my phone. So as you can see, it does work on any indices here. So let's go back. Let's go in front. So basically, I personally took a buy here, and I'll explain you why I took a buy. And sometime when I do my analysis, and you're gonna see that sometimes the Enigma system will show you some setups after you took your analysis here in the same direction here. And when it does that, I'm really confident that it's still going to do a continuation here in the market. So I saw really like it's doing a swing to the upside here based on that candle. And if I look at the 15-minute, there's a big continuation here, and it's going to taking those highs here, previous highs, for a continuation. And as you can see, there was the last time it went down, the actual swing that started the continuation going up. It's this candle, and that was an engulfing candle here that is confirm you reversal in the pattern in the market. So I'm highly confident here that the price will continue going up, and if we go on the higher time frame, so this is where it went back down. That was the exhaustion, and then it's going up, and I'm expecting the German 30 to go in that region, or even the spirit region here. So we shall see, but that's my analysis here on that. Perfect. So let's see. It won't be long. I'm just gonna look at something on my screen, on my phone. Okay. All right. All right, perfect. So, okay, great. So, for now, there's no questions here so far. So, that's good. So, hopefully, everyone understood how the Enigma AI system works and the actual steps to take a trade, regardless if it's a bear market or a bullish market, if it's a buy or sell. So, so make sure to revise that on your own, and that's pretty much it here. So So what we're going to do here, we'll take, let's see, I'm just going to continue with the examples of the previous signals here until 4. And if at 4 we have a signal, that'll be good. If not, we're going to close the session here for today. And make sure to, if you're not an EFX member yet, if you create a free account, or if not, you didn't create a free account yet, make sure to create a free account here in the description box below on the EFX website. Okay. And you're gonna be able to get access to some free content here in the back office, and then you could decide here if you want to upgrade to any of the package here that we have to offer. And one of the package that that we have here is the FX Mastery, and by next week, I think the pricing will increase here for any new members. So make sure to lock in at the price that you see currently, because the price will go up. And the reason why it was going to go up is that we're going to have some some great additional product that will be added to that package here, and it's really important for anyone to invest in their education, especially in Forex, because this is a tough market to understand, and you want to make sure that you have the great knowledge here in the market to have some good decision here overall. And the mastery will give you access to the top educators here, and even an in-depth um, in-depth information here on the commitment traders. If you really like or you really want to understand how to decide if those the current which currency here what the currencies are doing overall, I will be able to assist you on that. And yeah, and that's really like one additional edge that you could add to your arsenal to take a decision on trading. Okay, it could be, and even that I'll able to show you or guide you on the indices market, how to do community traders on that. Okay, so that's something that you're able to do, but that'll be shown here eventually on our FX Mastery sessions in the near future. So make sure to log in and get the Mastery FX Mastery package at least, and you're gonna be really happy with that decision. So let's see. Okay, so I'm just managing my trade on my end. So let's see. So that's 70. Perfect. Okay, great. Great. Okay, so if there's any questions, don't be shy, guys. I'm here to answer them. Just gonna open the my door because my cat wants to enter. So let's see. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so since there's no questions, I'm just gonna put it on. Okay, so far so good. Right now it's almost at the previous high. So and I'm right now pretty good profit right now. So I'm just gonna let the German 30 do its thing. And what I do here is I only trail my trade here to secure profits here overall. So and if you're new to trading overall, what I would suggest to do is to um, take the time to know the market and decide which currency you wanna look at first. Okay, just focus on like a few pairs, and then you could expand your selection of pairs. And how you do that is you look at the charts and you just sit on your hands and just look to see exactly how the market moves, because there's some pairs that basically the pairs all move differently, right? And sometimes there's people that like slow markets, and there's some people that like market that moves a lot. So it depends. So so that's you to decide if wanna you wanna know which market here to use on that. So let's see. Okay, so there's a little bit of exhaustion here on my trade. So I already took a partial profit here overall, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so we still have 11 minutes to go. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna wait it out here. So far there's no questions, so that's perfect. But if you have any that comes in, like I said, we're here to answer all of your questions here. I think you could hear my cat. Okay. Perfect. And if you have any pairs that you want me to look at, we could do that too. But we still have 8 minutes remaining here for this hour before the top of the hour. Okay. Okay, so I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If you have any questions, just drop it down. Okay, so I'm back. We're still waiting for the top of the hour to see if we have any signals here that I send out with the Enigma AI system. Like I said, you're always able to set up your own alerts here on the pairs or the indices or that you want. But most of the things, all the signals that you receive here with the FX setup in our Discord group are based on only currencies here. Okay, so this is the latest one. So far for today, if you're Eastern time, we didn't have any alerts yet that were sent out. So we're just waiting until like in about what 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes here. If we have a signal, so we could analyze that. If not, we're gonna close the session here. And if you came in late, you can always look at the replay here on our YouTube channel. And if you're coming from my YouTube channel, that is DreDayFX, you're able to get there and see the replay at the same time. All right, so about less than 1 minute away. Perfect. So let's see if we have anything here. Okay, so we don't have any signals here at the top of the hour. So that means that we're gonna close this session for today. So hope that everyone had a great session here on the Trade House. We do that every Thursday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, if you have any inquiries or anything like that, join series to create your free account with Elevated FX in the link in the description box below. And we're going to be happy to answer all your questions and hopefully be our access to our community here. that are crushing it right now with the system. And I'm just going to show you a few of the results that our members are getting with AI and the Trade Manager. Okay, so there's a lot of results. A lot of results here. Okay. Perfect. So, on that note, I wish you a wonderful end of the week, and I'll see you next week.